guys, come with me as we prepare this delicious dinner bowl. So first we're going to start off with some jasmine rice. We're going to boil it. The measurements are in the description. We're going to go ahead and prep our veggies. We're going to go ahead and clean off the carrots. So I basically, cleaned up, peeled the carrots first, and then now I'm slicing the carrots with a potato slicer. So this is a delicious way to eat your carrots. If you have not done it before, if your children do not like carrots, I'm telling you, you have to try this. So we're going to go ahead. I did about 3 carrots. After I finish the carrots, I'm going to go ahead and set them to the side. Next, we're going to go ahead and chop up some green onions or scallions, if you want to call them that. Chop them up really good. Now what I did is I separated the scallions, the white part and the green part of it, and I'll show you that later. So now we're going to go ahead and chop up zucchini. Now I only did one. I love zucchini, and this is a delicious way to eat it with your rice bowl. I'm telling you guys, the flavors are just, it's unbelievable how delicious this rice bowl is. Now, you don't have to use meat. You can use just veggies if you like. It's totally up to you. So as you can see now, I'm chopping up some ginger. I had about I would say a thumb, size of a thumb, a small piece of ginger. And I chopped it up real fine. And now I'm going to go in with 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm just going to go ahead and mince that really well. Once I get that chopped up, I'm going to set that to the side, and we're going to go ahead and get started with soaking our green onions. So I'm taking the light part and white wine vinegar. It's so good. What we're going to do is soak it, allow it to soak for a little bit. So we're just going to add the measurements that is in the description, and then we're going to set it aside. So after we set this aside, then we're going to go ahead and make our sauce. This sauce is what I'm going to use to drizzle over everything after I finish and put everything together. Don't forget to add your salt. It's just a little bit, a dash of salt into the white vinegar. Now, we're going to mix in together to sesame oil, soy sauce, and the Tabasco sauce. Now you can add maybe a tablespoon of sugar if you like. It's not necessary, to be honest. It just kind of like helps to blend everything and balance everything out. So we're going to go ahead and mix this all together, and we're going to set it aside. So now that we've mixed everything together and we prepped, now we're going to get started on cooking our veggies. So I got a skillet, and I'm going to start with maybe a dash or 2 of oil. I got some olive oil, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my sliced carrots. I'm going to go ahead and cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're, a little brown. They're still kind of crunchy. They're not too soft, but they're not hard either. So we're going to cook that a little bit, and then we're going to go in with our zucchini next. So now that I've put the carrots to the side, I'm going to start now with my zucchini. So again, I added maybe a tablespoon or two of olive oil, and I'm adding in my zucchini. So I'm going to basically stir it. Now, again, you can, but you don't have to season it. It all depends on you. I did add seasoning, which is salt and pepper, to both the carrots and the zucchinis. So what I'm going to do is cook this again, maybe about 4 or 5 minutes, brown them on each side. I kind of make sure that most of the water, because zucchini does have water in it, so I make sure it's not watery, but it's, till it's like a light brown. And then I'm going to go ahead and set those to the side, and we're going to go to our next step. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my pork. Now I have some ground pork, about 16 ounces. I'm gonna, chop it up real good, and then I'm gonna add in my ginger and my garlic. I don't want to add the ginger and garlic first. I'm adding it after I add my pork. Once I do that, I'm gonna cook it all together, and then I'm gonna add in some soy sauce, maybe about a tablespoon or two of soy sauce, and some salt and pepper. I'm gonna cook that really well until it's done, and I'm gonna go to the next step. So now that everything is done and it's prepared, we're going to go ahead and assemble it all. So I'm going to get some jasmine rice. I'm just kind of like breaking it up. I'm going to put it in a bowl, starting out with that. Then I'm going to layer on my carrots. Then my zucchini is going to go on next. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my pork. Now you can do this depending on how many people you're cooking this for. Once I do that, then I'm going to go ahead and add my onions that have been soaking in the white wine vinegar. I'm going to basically drizzle it all over my veggies. You could put it on your meat too. And then we're going to go in with this delicious sauce, baby. I'm telling you, it's so good and it really sets this dish off. After I drizzle that, I'm going to top it off with the green onions as a garnish. And of course, it still does give it a little bit of flavor. And voila, we're done. We are finished. What I did is I mixed it all up together and I went into it. Take a look at how delicious this looks, and I'm telling you, it does not do it justice. You have to try this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.